Nigerian music executive Michael Ajereh, popularly known as Don Jazzy, has admitted that he can't be sexually committed to only one woman. The 42-year-old, who remains unmarried, made this known during a recent interview. Speaking on the show, he opened up about his views on love, relationship, and why he's still unmarried. He explained that one of the reasons he remains unmarried is that he lacks the discipline to be faithful to one partner. The Maven record boss noted that although ladies might avoid him because of his revelation, he insisted that he wouldn't tell lies to keep anyone in a relationship with him. He said, and I quote, "I don't believe that I am strong enough to be with only one person. I think people will run away from me being truthful. I will not be dating you and telling you that you are the only person. Some people have the strength to be sexually committed once they are attracted to somebody. But for me, the fact that you are a beautiful lady doesn't stop me from admiring another woman. She is also beautiful." Don Jazzy's comments are similar to two Baba's remarks last week that men aren't biologically built to be sexually committed to one woman. Two Baba's remarks drew heavy backlash from the public, forcing him, I beg your pardon, to release an apology video on his Instagram page. Now, judging by Two-Face and Don Jazzy's comment, is monogamy not unrealistic for some people? I remember having this discussion with you, that's Kedun, and Frenzy the other day, and it was an interesting one. But is monogamy not so unrealistic for some men, actually?
Okay, it depends on the individual, all right? And I actually mentioned this, and I think I said this earlier, that the vast majority of the world population is indisciplined. And I love the fact that you actually indicated that he lacks the discipline, right, to be sexually, maybe to actually be in one relationship at a time, right? And this is actually very much important for people out there to actually note that when you grow to a level in life, you become not just a mentor, you instruct even the younger generations coming, right? We are looking at the statement you just mentioned. I said earlier, the last time, that media these days is such that whatsoever you say can actually be gotten, because nobody forgets, all right? The media doesn't forget, right? We are going to all go, but this statement you make is actually going to come out there years after now, and it will be a thing of shame, I will say, for one to actually come back about 100 years time talking about him and then noting that he accepts to be indisciplined. All right, so young people looking at this, and then people, the truth is, many things that are normal today aren't normal, all right? Things are bettered in people first from words, right? When one hears a particular thing, just imagine okay, let's not even go far. There are a whole lot of things about an individual that can actually cause, just by saying a word to the person, a lot of things can actually change. You did nothing, just a word. All right, so a young man out there can actually get this going in his head, and then knowing that he looks up to this man, look at, he's actually successful in his own way. Music is actually successful. So seeing him being this level of success and then coming out publicly to claim that he definitely cannot. How about the young ones out there that are actually struggling with their life? So this becomes a system. This becomes a pattern in the hearts and in the minds of this person. So it is very, very important that we actually watch what we say, because I see no reason why we actually come out publicly to say that he cannot. I know this is actually, but he should know that he's actually in a place, he's in a cadre in life where people actually looks up to him. I don't know if you get. So the truth is, there are more men out there that can faithfully stay with one woman. This is not, I'm not saying this to be loved, no. I'm saying this because I definitely know that there are a whole lot of men out there that stays with one woman and then they are comfortable.
Now, a lot of men out there stay with one woman and they are comfortable. And how about the young ones that are following the celebrities? I'll come to Yahweh on this one. Yahweh, is monogamy not unrealistic for some men? Two-Face has actually gone out ahead to make an apology to his fans and people who look up to him. He said, I quote, that the way he said what he said was unlegendly, because people look at him as a legend. And he also apologized to Natasha, his current wife. Now, and Don Jazzy making this revelation now. Do you think monogamy is unrealistic for some men? That we are not polygamous in nature, so to speak?
Well, people will always want to air their truth. People will always want to say what works for them with regards to relationship and love. But it still doesn't make what they say the absolute truth. Okay. So people give their own truth, but there is what they call the absolute truth. So your truth concerning an issue does, no matter how you want to justify it, cannot negate or downplay the absolute truth, which is man was designed for one woman and the woman was designed for one man. So if people's indiscipline or lack of self-control, so people have used that they've excused themselves because they are popular figures and celebrities, and they use those kind of statements to parlay their indiscipline and lack of self-control to make it seem like you can do whatever thing you want to do, but for me, this is what works. But the truth is, will always remain the truth, is that one, if you holistically look at it, one woman is more than enough trouble for a man. That is the truth.
If you use the word trouble, I would like you to explain what you mean by trouble.
So when I say trouble, is a handful for a man. Just one woman is a handful for a man. Then when you now start bringing another woman into the picture,
as two hands full.
Yes, so it's more than you
bargained for.
This is your hands full for one woman. Then I wonder how I wonder what kind of octopus, or whether you want to become an octopus. But the truth is that people say these things to excuse their lack of self-control and discipline, to satisfy or to what they call it now, to rest their case on the fact that they cannot be sexually committed to one woman. If you want to live your life, and the sad thing is that there are people that still buy into this doctrine and theology that men, that is a blatant lie. So I just hope that people will not allow their lust ruin them and just be contented with what you have, and one woman is good enough.
Be contented with what you have, and one woman is good enough. Don Jazzy made it clear that he is not disciplined to stay with one woman. Yeah. Now, do you think there are other men that share this line of thought? Obviously, there are, because Two-Face is one of them.
See, in things like this, see, there's something I always tell young people, and I always tell my guys. If you will always see a woman that will be prettier than the one you have every day. So are you going to tell me that each time you meet someone that is prettier, you will leave the one that you have and go for that one? Tomorrow, next tomorrow, when you see the one that is prettier than the one that you saw today or tomorrow, you will not leave that one. So it is, see, people should stop making excuses for their lack of self-discipline and self-control to do the right thing, stick to the right person. And they will tell you that that's why they are not married. So they'll be, and the crazy thing is that because of this type of people as celebrities, there are women to very promiscuous and loose women that will also tell you that they also buy into that line of thought. Because they know that it's crazy that people are very selfish. You know, they only think about themselves. So they are not thinking about the next person. So that is very selfish to say. That's why those type of people they are not capable of loving any other person other than themselves.